Welcome back to R3 Visuals. Here's another little tech review. So hopefully you guys like it and just let me know what you guys think. But on this review here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Sigma art lens. Bam! Man, everybody's been talking about this one as well. And you know what? I decided to go ahead and not purchase it. I went ahead and rented it out, at least for a couple of days, just to see what it was like and just to get a real hands-on feel for it before I went ahead and invested $800, or I think it's like between $700 to $800. And I must say, after I rented this unit and I started using it, it's amazing. The lens itself is so sharp that it competes against the Canon L series lenses. This unit here is the Sigma18-35 art lens. It does have manual and automatic focus, and I'll show you guys the samples right now in just a bit. But I just want to give you guys, my thoughts on the actual build itself, and basically just talk to you about it. Now, this unit here, I rented it from IE Photo Rentals out in Pomona. Since I'm pretty close to there, I went ahead and just called them up, see if they had it. They did. Boom, went and picked it up. Now let me tell you guys a little bit something about IE Photo Rentals. They have a lot of equipment there to be able to rent. Now before I went and rented this lens here, I asked them, can I go ahead and get the oldest one that you have, the one that has been rented out the most? I wanted to see, after people have been using it for so long, just to see if it was going to have like any kind of issues with sharpness, the build, and anything like that. And overall, I'm amazed. It's as sharp as anything new that has came out. I rented this one and another one that the other one was just new that they had just received. Compared them, pretty much the same. Other than that, the build quality is so good. You don't have to worry about this thing breaking on you or anything like that. It has a lot of weight to it. I wouldn't recommend putting this on a gimbal or anything like that, unless if you're using something small, like the G85 or the GH4, any one of those mirrorless cameras, because it does weigh quite a bit. It does have an actual metal backing on it, so it's made tough. The only thing that I did notice out of this physical lens here is that after they've been using it so much, these little rubber bands that you have here to be able to zoom in and pull focus, they do wear down and they end up getting a little bit of play, and you could see it. And this is the one that I rented from them that has been rented out quite a few times, so it's been it's been used quite a bit. So you can just tell that they've used it so much. But that's the only thing that I did not like from this one here, is that this band will get loose on you. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, the unit itself is flawless, so sharp at an aperture of 1.8. The aperture itself is constant, so no matter what zoom setting you're in, zoom setting you are on, if you're on 18 or 35, you can keep it at a constant 1.8, which is pretty wide. That's in a lot of light. You're gonna get that nice bokeh in the background where everything's nice and blurry, which you'll see in my images as well. And that the 70D, the 80D, the what is it, the Sony A65, 6500, they all have all these super amazing autofocus, and this lens here worked perfectly with my 70D. I had no issues with it actually focusing, and I'll show you guys an example as well, a small little video that I did. On the video, I actually was pointing and just letting it do its regular autofocus. The other one, I did the actual touch screen and actually pulled focus on different points of the actual screen, and it just performed. It's like any of my Canon lenses that I have. I have the 50mm 1.8 as well. I also have the Canon one of the L series lenses as well, and it runs up to par with any of those. I would definitely be happy purchasing this lens here. And guess what? Just don't tell my wife that I am going to purchase it. But go ahead and check out these samples. welcome back, and hopefully you guys like those pictures. I mean, it was just quick little test shots here and there. Tomorrow I will be testing it out with my family out, and I think we're gonna be going to a park or something, or just somewhere, just to get normal, just to get regular pictures out in the real world and see how it performs. But after seeing those images and seeing the results of how they came out, I know for a fact I'm not gonna have any issues with it. This lens here is definitely one to have in your arsenal. I love the image quality. I love the build, the autofocus, manual focus, just everything about it screams out grade material. I mean, this is a very good lens. You will not be disappointed with it. The only thing that you will have complaints about, like I said, is going to be that little rubber ring that does get loose after, I'm pretty sure after after a year, maybe 2 years, you might, or I guess it depends on how tough you are with it. I'm pretty good with my equipment, so I'm pretty sure I can make this last for a long time, and it'll be money well spent if you end up buying it. Well, I'm glad you guys came in and stay tuned for this that you guys stay tuned, and you guys just keep watching, and let me know if there's anything else that you guys want me to test out. If I'm able to get it, I'll be more than happy to. Now, my next one is going to be most likely about either the GH5 that I'm going to be picking up as well. I'll show you guys an example too of my B cam as well. It's going to be the G85, so I'll tell you guys a little bit about that as well. And I know you guys are all going to tell me the autofocus and this and that. You know what? But I come from a film background where the school that I went to, we were taught how to do it all manually. So, and I know vlogging takes a lot of the autofocus, features, and you guys use that a lot, but I don't mind doing the manual focus. I don't mind putting a little bit of effort, or putting some of my my actual skills into it, and actually make it enjoyable instead of just hitting the record button and just record any random stuff. Hey, but then again, everybody shoots their own way, and even on weddings, occasionally I will use the actual autofocus, because sometimes you just want to make sure you have the accurate focus. Well, hopefully you guys like this little review and just some samples on it. Hey, go out there and shoot, have some fun. Talk to you guys later. Peace.